glad all these people are blocking the shot.
Shame on you, Justin Trudeau. You have sold this nation to the United Nations world order. Shame on you. You will be gone in October. You are a traitor to Canada. You hate Canadians. You hate God. You hate the Bible. You will be gone. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. Trudeau has got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. Trudeau has got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. Trudeau has got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. Trudeau has got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. Trudeau has got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. Trudeau has got to go. Hey, hey. Oh, oh. Trudeau has got to go. Hey, hey.
Please don't do it.
You are a traitor, Justin Trudeau. You have sold us over to the United Nations. You have letting 60-something ISIS fighters into Canada. You hate Canada. You hate God. You hate the Bible. You hate tax-paying Canadians. You pander to minorities. You pander to the United Nations. You are wicked, wicked, wicked. Shame on you! Shame on you! You're a communist! You're a communist! You're a wicked! You hate this country! Shame on you! You will give a God before the holy God of the Bible! You will stand with your red little communist thoughts to give a God before the God of gods, the King of kings, the Lord of lords, Jesus Christ, the name above all names. You wicked communist! Shame on you, CBC News Media! You are so wicked, wicked, wicked! Shame on you! You are evil! You are going in October! In October you'll be gone! Canadians are tired of you! Oh, you love the United Nations! You hate Canada!
Good evening, Patriots. I'm just going to invite a couple people in here. Some I invite and they say they don't even get the invitation. Okay. All right. Good evening, Patriots. For the new members and new friends that numerous new friends that I've received over the last couple weeks. My name's Dan Dubois. I'm the national president for Canadian Combat Coalition, or also known as C3. I'm just going to say hi to a few people. Anyways, tonight I'm making a video about an issue that's been in the forefront of Facebook for the last few days. You may have noticed that lots of people and group pages are being shut down. Facebook is quelling patriots. It's unfortunate, but these are facts. Freedom of speech and expression and living in a free country are nothing but a fantasy and an illusion, it seems. Who would have thought that this was the direction that humanity was going to take in the hands of evolution and the technical age? You know, like we're supposed to be evolving, and yet it seems like we're regressing. We're starting to behave more like subhumans, trying to quell each other, control each other, dominate each other. It's a sad state of affairs, but it's happening. No doubt about it, we're all seeing it. The globalists, the elite, and their sheeple have stepped it up for fear of losing control. That's what's going on. You know, it's sad, but you know, they're going to beat us by hook or by crook. They're going to shut us up. Soon we won't be able to communicate with each other. You know, they're going to shut us down. Well, I'm telling you now that if C3 gets shut down on Facebook, we're going to move to other social medias. Watch for us on Instagram, MeWe, Twitter. You know, we'll just find other sources or outlets to get our message out. We're not going to give up. I'm not going to give up. So if I get shut down here, go look for me on other social medias and you'll find me. I'll be out there. We're going to keep pushing this agenda. C3 isn't going anywhere. We've exchanged phone numbers and stuff like that. We'll be able to reach each other in dire times, need be. I like to say that we live in the most exciting, fascinating, but yet most dangerous times that humanity's ever seen. For the first time in history, citizens, the poor, the middle class, are fighting back against the elite and the globalists. Since the beginning of time, you know, it's been the rich dominating over the poor. Monarchies and, you know, communist type dictatorships and what have you. You know, the Roman days, you name it. It's always been the rich dominating the poor. Well, in this decade, or in this century maybe, depending how long it takes, we may be the first citizens ever to stand up and take control and rule over ourselves. This is a great opportunity, one that can't be missed. So we encourage people to stand up because this may be the last kick at the can. Never have I seen a generation fight so hard to lose their rights. Never have I seen a generation fight so hard to hurt themselves. It's like they don't see the big picture, they don't see the future. You know, they're myopic and they see just what's at the end of their nose, and they don't see that, and I'm talking to Antifa and ARC, Anti-Racism Canada, these people that are doing things to hurt the movement and to hurt patriots such as myself. You know, that brings me to ARC Sudbury wrote a really nice article about me. I wish you'd get your facts straight. At least I'm just going to touch on a couple points. They say it looks like I don't work much. I have a 40-hour-a-week full-time job, so you're wrong. And for the last 5 years, that's only for the last year. For 5 years previous to that, I was working 12 hours a day, 60 hours a week. I did that for 5 full years, so I actually work more than the average guy. They say they think I look semi-retired. I wish. It's coming, but I ain't there yet, like they say. And you know, again, they call me a racist and a white nationalist and what have you. Well, you know, I'm here tonight to reaffirm what C3 stands for. And again, to me, I'm trying to protect our page. You know, if they're shutting down people, you know, some of these people that they're shutting down have actually said things that are damning to themselves. It is what it is. I always try not to do such things, and it's not a front. It's actually who we are. So I'm telling people, matter of fact, if you want, I'm not going to read it again because I've done it numerous times. It's out there. It's on our page. Go read our mission statement. First sentence: we are a non-profit, multicultural group of concerned citizens. Multicultural. So, you know, we've got Muslims, we've got Christians, we've got Jews, we've got all faiths on our page, and we support all of them. So, I'm here to reaffirm what C3 stands for. It's like this. We oppose mass immigration. And people, oh my God, that makes you racist. Well, facts are these. If all those people immigrating across our borders illegally, keyword illegally, were white as the driven snow, we would oppose it. It's not about color or race or religion. It's about breaking federal law and entering a country illegally. People died for those borders, and borders are what make a country. We're not really worried. I'm not worried. And the group, I talk with these people. It's not about color. Color is nothing but a pigment. Matter of fact, with all the interracial relations that are going on now, and nothing wrong with them. I've got kids. If my kids were to want to marry or date interracially and they've asked me, I don't care. I really don't care. Someday, I think we're, maybe in 1,000 years, we're all going to be that nice mocha color that us white people desperately seek out there, tanning with cocoa butter and what have you. It's unreal. The whites want to be dark, the dark want to be white. What is the problem? It's a pigment. Get over it. We're all going to be the same color one day, and maybe it'll solve a lot of issues. But that doesn't mean that we can all start crossing each other's borders illegally. That's where you got to draw the line. So, what do we do, C3? Well, we oppose, what our main thing is, we oppose government policies and laws. We oppose bad things our government is doing. Mass immigration, we don't believe is a good thing, and if you think it is a good thing, go ask our First Nations how it worked out for them. The host culture gets watered down. Next thing you know, they're bringing their culture here, and the host culture has lost their culture. And I don't care what Trudeau says, we do have a culture here. It's a beautiful culture. It's a culture, it's a multicultural culture. It's composed of many different immigrants from all over the world. Yes, Canada is a multicultural country. What's the problem with that? I don't have a problem with multiculturalism. I have a problem with breaking laws. Federal laws. So if you come in the country legally, if you come in through the front door, properly vetted, and you're here to, join our workforce and contribute to our society, welcome to Canada. We couldn't care less what color, what religion, what culture. Just come through the front door, damn it. Don't be crawling through my windows. Come visit me. You want to come visit me? Or you want to come and be my guest here? I'd like you to come through the front door, please, and thank you. It's not too much to ask. And mass immigration, not good. Get over it. I don't think it needs more explanation than that. Next thing you know, we lose our culture. Nothing wrong with immigration, but bring them in at a flow that the country can take, that's not taxing us on our jobs and not burdening us with having to support them. Okay? Geez, if we're racist because of that, oh my goodness. It's like this. A Canadian leaves Canada and wants to come back into Canada. You were born and raised here, or you immigrated here properly. You need proper documentation just to leave the country and to come back into the country, and you live here. So why are we letting people that have never contributed 10 cents to this country walk over our border, break federal law? What they're doing is illegal, and we're endorsing them with hotel rooms and stuff and letting our people starve on the streets. To me, it's just a no-brainer. Not right. Look after Canadians first. So let's define what we believe are Canadians. Okay? Let's make that clear now. I believe a Canadian is a person that was born in Canada. I believe a Canadian is a person that immigrated to Canada properly and has adopted our laws, don't have to adopt our culture. You can keep your culture, but adopt our laws and obey our laws and live amongst us as a contributing member of our society. Don't have to have been born here. That's a Canadian. Come through the front door. Contribute to our society. I don't care what color you are, what culture you are. Does that make us racist? Absolutely not. So that's our definition of Canadian. Born here, regardless of color, or immigrated here, regardless of color, race, or religion. For both. Hey, there's people that are born here that, their parents immigrated here, but they're born here. So they're Canadian, and they could be of Chinese descent, they could be of Hindu descent, they could be of Pakistani descent, you name it. They're still born here, that's Canadian. And if their parents came in through the front door and are contributing members of our society and, are documented legal immigrants, that's a Canadian too. What's racist about that? So another thing is we support freedom of speech on our page. So often I'll approve, and I'm not the only admin on this page, other admins will approve things that are questionable in nature. Some of them are just good-natured joking around, but some joking sometimes can be offensive, especially in this day and age. So we may be approving things sometimes that are questionable even to us. Sometimes I approve stuff that I don't even agree with at all. But in the preservation of free speech, I approve them. The only two things that by law I feel, and by human law, by moral law, that I won't approve is somebody that's trying to provoke people into violence, or somebody that's actually preaching hate speech. I hate these people, let's hurt these people, Can't endorse that. And we can't endorse threatening. Like, I won't approve threatening. If somebody's threatening somebody on the page, and if I have done so in the past, sometimes I approve stuff pretty quick. We approve hundreds of posts a day, and sometimes I don't properly vet them. I'm guilty. I sometimes, and I've said this before, I look at who posted it, and if I've never had a problem with that poster before, and if that person always posts decent stuff that pretty legit, that I've never had to question before, I sometimes approve that stuff. I won't even look at it carefully. I'll skim through it, and I think this guy always posts decent stuff. I don't have a problem with him, so I'll approve that stuff. So maybe we'll make mistakes. So don't be posting hate. Don't be posting promoting violence, and don't be posting threats on our page, because that I won't approve, and we will delete that stuff. Because it's not right. We don't believe in that stuff, so we won't approve that stuff. I believe maybe that's our saving grace, why our page is still up and running, because we operate with a strong moral compass, and we discuss stuff. If there's a post that's questionable, we call each other and we discuss it before we approve it or not. So short of threatening people or outright preaching violence or hate, we'll approve it, even if it's questionable. Sorry, if it offends people, but it is what it is. Free speech is free speech. The definition of free speech is allowing a person to say something that you might not even like or agree with, but you at least agree with the fact that that person has a right to say that, because that's what true freedom is. We don't have to come to fists every time we disagree with stuff. We were accosted in Edmonton when we went there last week by like 200 Antifa. There was like 6 of us We got to the rally on time, but they had shut it down early. It was too cold. Well, Antifa endured and stayed there. And man, they saw me coming. Go back to Ontario, Dan Dubois, and I heard it all. And I heard a person read something. She says, this is on your page. And she read something. She says, that's terrible. And I said, you know what? I agree. I don't agree with one word of that. And she said, well, it's on your page. I said, that's what you call free speech. I don't have to agree with it. Let it be on our page. And that's the problem with Antifa. They're anti-freedom, anti-freedom of speech. They're trying to shut us up and quell us. They think it's a victory when they see people get shut down and people get banned on Facebook. To them, that's a victory. You know, well, someday you're going to want to say something and you're going to be forbidden to saying it, and you're going to regret having endorsed the quelling of people's speech. You know, get it? So that's what, in our opinion, what freedom of speech is. So the rally goes on no matter what. If we get shut down, I disappear, you don't see me, you're going to see me July 20th on Parliament Hill in Ottawa. The rally will go no matter what. So I'd like you to share this video so that people know that the rally is happening. No matter what happens, if we get shut down, you don't hear about it anymore on Facebook. We're going to try to get it out there on the other social medias. But I'm telling you one thing right now, July 20th, I'm going to be on Parliament Hill. The speakers that we have their numbers and stuff are going to be on Parliament Hill. And it's going to be a great time, and it's looking like it's going to be probably the biggest event of the year, I'm sure. The Bikers Rally is joining us. The Music Fest is joining us. I'm going to be announcing, we're going to be staying with the Country Fest that's going on that weekend. There's mud bogs and everything. There's like 20 acres of camping grounds. So we're going to stay out there with those guys. Some of them are coming with us to the rally. We're going to go back to the mud bogs and stuff. It's going to be a great weekend. I'm planning on staying the entire weekend. YouTube. We have a YouTube channel. If you don't see us here, we disappear. Hopefully we endure on YouTube. I'll make more videos that'll go direct to YouTube. You'll be able to follow C3 through YouTube. So I highly suggest, if you haven't already, to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You just got to type in C3 or Canadian Combat Coalition and bang, there it is. Subscribe and follow it, because we could be taken off this platform. I'll tell you, the haters just hate us. You know, we're not doing anything wrong, but people hate us anyway. So I'm just gonna say hi to a couple people there. And I'm going to read a couple comments, because people, I'm sure, are asking questions. And that's another thing, you know, I get all these PMs and all these notifications on my time. You know what? There's no human way possible that I can respond to everybody. There's just no way of doing it. I wish I could, but I can't. Hey, Ricky. How's it going, brother? Dominic Shelley, you're darn right, we're one. It's election, Trudeau trying to cover his ass again. Absolutely. Now he's going to try to sue. He's going to try to have sheer charge. Have you ever heard anything so ridiculous? Like a bunch of lunatics, a bunch of clowns running our government. Any grief yet? No, not yet. So far, Derek, but you never know. We could get shut down. I don't think we're doing anything wrong. I don't think we're saying anything wrong. I don't think we're posting anything wrong. But you never know what doesn't agree with Facebook. You know, it is what it is. Derek says they just got to heckle Trudeau again. Awesome. Hi, Denise. Yeah, the system needs an overhaul. You're absolutely right. Dave Bondi, I want to go. I hope that's to our rally, Dave, that you're talking about. Yes, it's our duty, Dominic. What a limp, twisted leader we have here in Canada. Wicked, wicked. Yeah, Derek, you're absolutely right. It's brainwash. That's how they want us, stupid and working. Yeah, well, it's working. And it's unreal, the people that are unaware. They know people are finally waking up, brother. This is why they're shutting us down. Yeah. Well, so let's keep doing the yellow vest stuff. Matter of fact, Saturday coming. A few of us from C3 Sudbury, as many guys that I can get to jump in the truck with me. We're gonna go out to North Bay and endorse the North Bay C3 guys and the Patriots on a yellow vest event. So Saturday we're going to North Bay. The Saturday after, we're hoping to start yellow vest again here in Sudbury. So don't give up, people. Derek says, don't give in or be scared. Stand up to them and we'll defeat the evil. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Denise says, ISIS are few, spread thin. We could easily change things now. Yeah, well, as long as people start standing up and are aware. Hi, James. Tuzinga, how are you, my friend? It's not race or religion, it's caliphate. Yeah. I do understand why nothing can and has been done to get this friggin' idiot out of office. Yeah, I hear you, Dave. I hear you so loud and clear, my friend. Denise, hockey maple syrup, igloos, and so much more. You're right. They used to love us worldwide. Yeah, and now we're ridiculed because our leader, our criminal leader, has made us look like a joke on the world stage. You know, couldn't even get us a NAFTA deal. No wonder industry's leaving the country. We have a great culture. You're absolutely right, Frida. Hi, sweetheart. I met Frida in Edmonton. What a honey. Good to see you watching there, Frida. And yeah, you're absolutely right. You're a good patriot. I keep saying, man, you know, women like you that stand up there. We need more. Need more like you in the country. You and Denise there. There's another stand-up girl. Okay. Thanks, Jason. Much respect to you too, my friend. Thanks, Joe. We're trying to do a good job, you know, and we're trying to keep it clean. We're trying to keep it straight. It's all about providing a platform for patriots and other groups and people, you know, like Doug Force and Duke Willis and Barry Prince and Jesse James, aka Dallas Hills. They're going to be speaking on the Hill there for July 20th. So that's happening. No matter what, we're going to be there. Yeah, that's right, Ricky. We got to just be careful what we say and do. Well, you know what? I feel that we don't have to be that careful because what we're saying and doing is not out of the norm and not, we're not promoting hate. We're not promoting racism. We're not promoting white nationalism. We're promoting information about what our government is doing. You know, terrible things that are pretty well public knowledge out there. And, you know, the fact that we are multicultural and that we only have a problem with, and I'm going to say it again because you got to dot the I's and cross the T's in this game. I got no problem, and we got no problem with Muslims. We've got Muslims in the group. We've got no problem with Islam and Islamists, that belief, because not all of them are extremists. Not all of them want to kill us. And I'll never believe that because people, oh, yes, they are, and taqiyya and all that. That's crap. I know a couple Muslims very well. And, you know, they even laugh at that crap. They're like, we're in Canada, man. This is great. We love being here. You guys are doing it right, man. Like, you know, kudos to you. And we like this life. And we're not going to jeopardize that, you know. And, oh, I hear, well, why are they silent? Because, unfortunately, these people have family back in their own countries. And if they endorse or if they speak out against Islam and the extremists and all that, their family back home can be in jeopardy. You know what I mean? Like it goes deeper than people think. So they just shut up and they hope for the best, and they're on our side. So get it? It's, you know, their family back home can be at risk. You know, they speak out here in Canada. Somebody here can send a message back home, say, "Hey, this guy's supporting these people out here, and you know, we're ISIS, and we're trying to take over this country, and you know, we got an agenda here." Well, they'll hurt their family back home. So there's very good reasons why they don't speak up. But believe me, we have a lot of support from the Muslim community and the Islam community, the what you might call docile and moderate ones, because they do exist. I'll never believe that. You can't be painting everybody with the same brush. I mean, oh my God, you know, stereotyping, that's wrong. That is racist, okay? So, anyways, I'm regressing here again. Freedom of speech is a right we all have. That's right, Chris. In my opinion, we have it, but they're trying to take it away. Right and what blows my mind, you know, is that in this scientific and evolutionary age where we're evolving faster than we ever did, you know, we did more in 100 years than our ancestors did in 3,000 years. So why are we regressing in our thought pattern? I'll tell you why. Because that promotes an agenda to keep the globalists and the elite to rule over us. So you got to wake these people up. You know, and that's what we're trying to do. So hopefully there's some good people at Facebook that are going to back us up and keep our page going. Yeah. See, Ed, there was another one, Discord and Telegram. So you know what? If we get taken off Facebook, there's alternatives. We'll go to them. Watch for us there. You'll be able to continue following us. Dominic says, we shall not surrender. Well, I don't plan on it. And Paco, you didn't have to say you were going to be there in July, Paco. I knew you'd be there. Paco's enjoying her holiday in Florida. I'm hoping you're having a great time, Paco. And I know I can count on you. You're awesome. I knew you'd be there July 20th. Maybe that's when I'll get to give you your hat. Rhonda says hello. Ricky Wright says awesome. Anything said that's against the way the country is run is not acceptable. Keep on keeping on. Thanks, Chris. So, Frida, thanks. Sweetheart. Denise Susie, sovereignty, exactly. Let's see what she says here. 1.8 billion and 15 to 25% are radical. And they know they are being pushed here. They say something, they're dead. They hope we wake up. Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, it's not the majority that are radical. And I'm happy that you agree with that too, Denise, because you wouldn't believe how many people think, they're all bad, you know. I don't believe that. I'll never believe that. Because I know some, I've met some. As racist as I am, yeah, believe it or not, I've got Hindu friends and I've got Muslim friends and I've got a Pakistani friend, and you know, oh my God, yeah. So I talk to these people. I know these people. They're good people. They're here. They love the way our way of life is. They're bringing up their kids the way we do it. It is what it is. It's not, you know, they're not all bad people. Get over it. So, okay, anyways, that's all I wanted to say. So, keep posting stuff on our page. Let's hope the page stays open. If it gets shut down, watch for us on other social medias. You know, we'll do the Instagram thing or whatever, Twitter. You know, I'll get on there. It is what it is. So with all of that said, I went longer than I wanted to. Have a great evening, Patriots. And please share this video so that people know more about C3 and, you know, let's get rid of this false narrative that we're a bunch of racists. All right, take care. Ciao.